First things first, the session's going to be broken up in 3 rounds. I'm going to show you an image. In the first round, you're just going to describe what it looks like to you. In round 2, you're going to give the place a personal history. And then in round 3, we are going to introduce a character. There will also be breaks in between each round so you can reread out loud or to yourself of what stands out to you, what you want to further explore on, or what you feel is missing. I will be doing that in between the breaks, so I will be reading out loud the things that I've written about the setting that I have picked. Let's get started. You can take any picture that you like and do this exercise. I'm choosing this one because it works with one of the inspirations for one of my settings in my novel that I'm writing, and I decided to do bullet points, just jotting it down. It is break time, and here are a few things I wrote. I put it has many points. It is surrounded by vegetation. When I look at it, I see a lot of brown, grays, and whites. It has a spiraling entrance. Solitude is what this building was made for. I put it has a humming, roaring river at the bottom. Endless mountains. It's cold and cool. It is built on top of a mountain peak. It looks like a chocolate house, like one of those chocolate art houses to me. It could hold dozens of people, but what for? No one would make the trip up the mountain, and maybe this is the point. I put cliffs. It has no backyard. Misty mountains. Home of bears. It's protruding. It has chambers. Endless amounts of chambers. Great beauty. Why would someone come out here? Is what I keep thinking. Why would someone come out here? Let's get started on round 2. Round 2 is personal history. You're thinking about why was it built? Who was it built for? Who built it? How long? And you could be as intimate as you want to be with this process of, and this is for you. This isn't necessarily that everything you come up with, it's going to be for the reader to know. It's going to be for like what you know about it. And that really will help writing the setting more because you know so much about this place, but it's not technically for the audience or the reader. It's break time, and here is what I wrote. It was built long ago, but not as long ago as you might think. It was meticulously maintained by the keepers of the castle, who had a deep loyalty to the one that had built it. Generation of workers have kept the place as close to the original as possible, quite religiously. It's a library. It was an odd place to build a library, but the owner was an odd man. Almost obsessive in detail as a library man should be, as a rare books dealer should be. I love doing personal history because I find to be more fond of the place instead of it feeling like a throwaway place where my characters can just kind of roam and discover things. I become so attached to a setting when I've done personal history, when I've done that exercise. But we're done with that. Let's go to round 3. Round 3 is we're adding a character. You could choose any character you want. Just have them be approaching the setting in whatever aspect you'd like. They could be sneaking in, but they should be having a moment taking in the view so you can get the feelings that they are getting when they look upon this setting. For round 3, I named my character Charlotte, and this is what I wrote. Charlotte stepped up to the big brown door. She had made it, sweaty, out of breath, and desperately wanted a shower, but she had made it to the rare book dealer's library. It was more put together than she expected. The high spires and ornate brick of its exterior was so detailed it made her slightly dizzy. Of course, that could have been the climb. After all, the exclusive tower was in the middle of the dark woods, cut out of the top of a mountain, made of speckled rock and stone of various hues. From afar, it looked mostly brown, grays, and tans, but up close, as she stood at the door, she saw the mix of the stone only could be from this forest, from this mountain. She counted about 6 spires that stacked purposely on one another, no doubt holding the world's finest books and knowledge. Though it be the start of spring, a whisper of a chill came to her. Its source could be the high altitude, but Charlotte suspected it was from the rushing river at the foot of the mountain, its disastrous fury humming in her ears as she waited to be let in. It was beautiful, easily, almost expectantly, like an insult, like a basic examination. From the surrounding birch trees, to the distant, luminous, and luscious mountains, to the endless windows on each spire. If it was an insult, so be it. It was beautiful. It felt religious, like an old religion, a rite of its own kind, the library of dreams. And she was about to enter it. Thank you so much for your time, guys. I don't do this on every single one of my settings, just the ones that get a little confusing. But I hope it was able to help you just a little bit, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy reading!